Jersey. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Right to the air is Mahomes.
Steps away to his...
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Right back to Hubbard.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
That went into the hands of Tony downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Go again here with Hubbard.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
They'll start this drive, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Hubbard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
They go play action with Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. These 2 teams all tied after 1. First and 10, it's Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Got him in. It's Brown.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Jets at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Again, he finds Moore.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Again, Wilson. And Brown's got it for a Jets touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it.
Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down.
This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's the option, running right. He pitches it out, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, Wilson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. This is complete to Hawkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1st down, they go option to the right. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And he fires one incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Brown. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Wilson will throw again. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Now the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Wilson on first down. This is caught by Hawkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hawkins.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
John Franklin Myers.
What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt.
Mahomes hit, he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Armstrong. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hawkins. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right.
66. Forward. Ready, ready.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted time thus far. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. In motion right is Wilson. On 3rd and 2, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Hawkins. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Mahomes got to have this one.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.